Hello! Oh my goodness, we are live. Welcome, everyone, to the first Ask Azaria of the year, the first Ask Achara of the year. Oh my god. I am Chi. I am your host for today. I am Cup Nerdos on Twitter and Instagram, and joining me are. Point this way. Yes.
Hi, my name is JC. I play the Triton cleric Mirren Agnesnath in Azaria, and I am JCSFLO on all of the social media.
Hello, my
And.
name is Roy. I play wind chimes in Azaria, and don't look for me on the internet.
Fair enough. Yeah, not counting the Ask Cesaria of where Kuya Zep was hosting. This is Roy's first Ask Cesaria that isn't a holiday special locate. Welcome, Roy. We are going to start
Oh,
with the initiation questions.
oh no, I'm gonna get my ass whooped.
No! No. It's simple stuff. Although, yeah, surprisingly, a lot of the players got flustered when we asked these questions. So, first, what was your inspiration for your character?
Inspiration. How do
Yo.
we define inspiration?
Yo! Not the philosophy question.
Webster's Dictionary defines inspiration as.
No, I don't know. I just wanted, because I played a few games na medyo that has been, I've been number gaming a bit. I mean, wind chimes is still maxed. Fuck yeah, you can't separate from that. I'm going to min max my characters back. And so like I was thinking like yeah, let's make a monk. Like let's make a monk. So okay, what are the min maxes I can? And I'm like, I don't want to be a wood elf again because I've had like 3 characters who are wood elf and monk just because wood elf and monk work so well together. So I'm like, let's not pick that, please. That's why I chose Kenku.
Oh,
I'm like,
God.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, you have a unique roleplay
I
challenge.
hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I don't know how to roleplay, and I think I said this last time. Like, yeah, this is probably the first time I'll try to roleplay properly, and I just decided, well, let's just try using the hardest roleplay.
You're doing a good job though. Like honestly, there have been some moments that's like, oh my god, how did you even think of that kind of thing? I think it's hard, but I guess the good thing about a min-max Kenku is that min-max characters sometimes we were discussing this in our just chatting stream the other day. Sometimes they're harder to roleplay because you think too much into the numbers and don't actually think about how the character reflects your personality. Do you experience that challenge, or is it more on just the Kenku can't say things on its own?
No, actually, my trouble is that the Kenku can say things on its own. Which I don't know, which kind of uh segues really nice into the other side of my inspiration. I'd like to believe like wind chimes is at least 60% of, in a sense.
60% of you? Sorry, you cut off there.
Yes.
Ah, I
Yeah,
think
60%
yeah.
of
I think I was there when you guys were making the character of Kuyazep, and it was strangely coincidental. I think was how some of the things lined up. Is what I
very.
yeah. It's how some of the backstory lined up. But I think all things considered, this better na parang same yung backstories niyo para
Yeah.
mas
You know, it makes role playing easy in a
yeah
sense, but
easier.
easier, I guess. But Kenkos can't talk on their own, so I have trouble thinking of what to say. I know what I want to say at most times, I swear. It's just
You,
how I have to say
how to
it.
say it?
Like,
That's true. Yeah, it is hard, and honestly, kudos to you for deciding to join a very long campaign with a Kenku. A very,
Hey,
very long campaign.
I mean, like, hey, I'm just saying, not that I want Wind Chimes to die, but if he dies, I'll probably have an easier time roping.
Oh no!
Like,
Oh
yeah.
god. I mean, you guys nearly died last time. That's an excellent segue. You guys nearly died last time. How was that?
Yeah, I was making my final script. I'm making my final speech in my mind as Mirren was laying on the floor dying. I was like, what's a good thing to say at the end of this character's life?
That's so. I can't imagine any of the characters dying just yet. It's so early. Early.
It is. Zap.
I mean,
It is.
it kind of is.
Yeah, it is quite early. You guys are level 5, 4?
Five.
Fine.
Most of
Yeah,
us are five.
that's
Most of
relatively.
us.
Oh!
Most of us.
You know who you are. Most of us are level
Are
5.
they watching?
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, I really hope so, because this is gonna get so funny. But yeah, it was quite scary even as just spectating, because I was moderating the chat at the time, and like Mirren knocked unconscious and failed death saves. Who else was unconscious?
Alois also failed at that save.
Oh, that was scary. Yeah, so all things considered, I'm low-key glad it was a fever dream. So that you guys didn't have to die and make new characters again. Because I was there for a lot
Was
of
it a fever
the...
dream? Was it
Was it a
a
fever dream? Oh
What if
god.
you just went back to the past? You know?
Oh
Like,
no!
that's my honest impression. So I was like,
That is true.
like the green magic brought us back to the past.
Yeah, because
No,
you guys
bro.
were saying no at the
Problematic.
time loop.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like an isolated time loop
No, it's
that's
just a
we're never
dour
gonna
thing.
come back to it. Is it a dour thing?
Is it a dour thing, Wind Chimes?
I honestly don't know at this point.
I guess the best person to ask that would be Spade, because Spade was the one who had the vision.
Who did
Yes,
the
definitely.
magic?
The only one who remembers everything. Except
See, this is the thing, right? Zavian is such a straightforward god. He'll talk to you as if you're his friend. Then Dower does this mystical mumbo jumbo. Who
that
is the
reminds me
better
of
god?
earlier into the campaign when you guys ran into an actual meerkat and Spade kept insisting it was Dower.
Yeah. It's like how this is all like mystical mumbo jumbo. The Dowerites are just like, we don't know who our god is. We've never seen him. He's never spoken to us.
He's inside
So,
all of
like,
us kasi.
What?
And all of you are.
That's the theology of it. Oh god.
I don't know. No. Towers everywhere.
Dower is everywhere and everything. Because isn't he the god that kind of reflects life? He's like the life god. So it makes sense.
Hmm.
It's technically true. As opposed to the thunder god. You can't say the thunder god is in everyone.
Well, I mean, no, you're right. You're right. Thunder
Yeah.
is a very specific thing.
It is a very... Because it's... What is Sevia? No, the water thunder god.
Yeah, he's like an elemental god, so he has like a very specific thing that he can do. So it makes sense as like a lightning and thunder god. He's very like pro manifestation
That's... Yeah, makes
because
sense, makes sense.
it like lightning, you can see it. When it strikes, it's there.
Mm.
Yeah, but like Dower as a life god, you can't really see life force. There's no midichlorians here. So like
What if?
Kuya Zep, are you watching?
No! What
Kuya
if?
Zep, are there people who can see life
He's
force?
watching. He's in the chats. He's
Oh
in
no.
the chats.
Excuse me. Yeah. Oh god. There's so much we haven't like. That's the thing, though. Like with a god like Dower, you can't. Even as a follower of the religion, it seems like he seems like the type of god that you don't know everything about, even if you spend your whole life. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even even his number one follower is a mysterious stranger who
God.
no one has ever seen.
He's
Oh,
God.
oh
He's
god. Yeah,
God. What's his
he's
name?
the one with the prophet who hasn't
Prophet.
been found.
Yeah,
Prophet
the
Salam.
prophet Solotl.
Solotl?
Yeah.
Axolotl?
Yeah, prophet
Yeah.
someone.
It is
Yeah,
Prophet
it
Salam.
sounds like axolotl.
The
That's how
prophet
I remember it.
Axolotl! Oh god. Yeah, so it's a. Oh, there's a DM in chat. Is this your DM friend at the JC?
I don't think so.
Yes.
And
Hi,
he
it's nice to
brings
meet
upon
y'all.
a
I'm a DM that may have completely messed up
kidding.
his own campaign. At level 5, I let my bard use bardic inspiration to give him a +3 to animal handling.
Nah.
And he tames a pack of owl bears. And I don't know what to do. I'm not suited for this. Oh god. How did he tame a pack of owl bears? And Ace is saying it's pronounced Zoto. Or spelled Zoto.
Sosoto. Sorry.
It's axolotl to me, you know. I'm not in the campaign, I don't have to pronounce his name right. Yeah, where
Yeah.
do you guys want to address the question that the DM is asking? Or, I mean, Kuya Zep's in chat, so if Kuya Zep wants to answer that, because I honestly don't know what to do. If your
Kuya
bard
Zep's-
tames a pack of
yeah.
owl bears at level 5, just give him a dragon to fight. I don't know. That'll kill all the owl bears.
Throw in a dragon.
No, this is
Just
bad
one
advice. This is
dragon.
bad advice.
It's gonna-
This is
This
bad
is bad
advice. This is bad advice.
But that's
You just throw in a dragon and it just breaths and then the dragon leaves, you know.
All the
Your
owl
problems are
bears
gone.
die.
Like, kill the owlbear somehow.
Oh god, DM. Oh god, give him a dragon to fight. Has 3 points into. He had animal handling and tames the alpha owlbear. Give him a dragon to fight. Has 3 points into. No, dragons are intelligent. It's less of animal handling when it's with them and more just straight up charisma checks. Anyway, let us get
wanna
back.
know like a big brain play. You show up the BBEG now. Just to set him up. They were like fuck the whole party, but you let them live. And then they wake up in the bed and they're like, where are we? And they're on a carriage to the next town because they were on the side of the road.
But honestly though, the BBG thing isn't bad. Like, if you let them get attached to the owlbears are very cute, yeah. Especially the baby ones. If you let them get attached to the owlbears and then you have the BBEG show up and kill them, that gives them an excuse to want to fight the BBEG. That's all, thank you. Anyway, we're going back to Azaria.
Yes.
So we are talking about the previous section. So as a brief, since we haven't recapped yet, as a brief recap, they talked to okay, this is the dream sequence, right? They they went up to the king. They talked to the king, but like some of them got possessed, including the group's barbarian, which is the reason why so many of them almost died. And then it was, turns out, a fever dream. Or like a vision from
it was a vision, yeah.
Spade. Yeah, and Spade opened up to her bestie about
Yeah.
about her bestie. And what happened after that? You tried to discuss it civilly to the king's brother, who is
It's
also
like we kind of had to figure out, yeah, We had to figure out the
Yeah.
mystery of the death of the dad.
Yeah, you guys played detective, which was really cool. Almost, yeah, and you kind of made peace between the two brothers, which was really nice. And then now they've agreed to work together, which in a warring kingdom is a pretty good thing, all things considered. Although there is one more brother that you guys have to go to. Are you guys planning to go to the third brother?
I'm just
We
gonna mess
have
with Zep
to.
and say, no, we're not. No, we're not, Zep. No. We will not
No, we
follow this
have to because he's up
railroad.
north, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
He set up the railroad pretty well.
Oh, yo,
He's up
yeah.
north.
Oh yeah,
We
'cause you
have
guys.
to. We have
He
to head
did.
north anyway.
Yeah, because I forgot you guys still have to head back to Stormspire, is it?
They want to head back to Storm. I mean, I
They
kind
on
of
it,
want to go
but-
back then.
I mean, now Stormspire is a distant thing. Like, I'm not even thinking about Stormspire anymore. I'm thinking about getting back Victor.
Yeah.
That's because Victor is with the Crimson Dawn, and we have to get him back.
Oh, that's true. Oh, you guys have to fight the king. Like, we shouldn't fight the Crimson Dawn. Is exactly what you guys were saying. Like, Aloise was saying that even in his brother's generation,
Yeah.
they weren't able to. They weren't able to destroy the Crimson Dawn. So how are you gonna destroy the
Yeah.
Crimson Dawn? Hello.
I don't know, bro.
Today.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Discord is stinky today. Oh
Yeah.
goodness.
Mm.
Yes. Hello. Hello. Everything's stable again. All right. So
Yes.
we were talking about. It already skipped my mind. Yes, you have to fight the Crimson Dawn. How are you guys how are you guys gonna fight the Crimson Dawn?
What is fight?
Do you? Well, you don't have to fight the Crimson Dawn, do you? Although
want
it seems like the type of thing that you guys have to fight. Although all things considered, you just need to get.
No, no,
need
dude.
to get
With persuasion, maybe we could like tame a pack of owlbears.
Yeah, tame a bears. I already gave Quiz up an idea from a while ago. Get the characters invested and go. If you really want to tame a pack of owl bears and watch them die, go ahead. Si Ate JC ba yung naglalag or ako?
I don't know. I feel like I'm the one going.
I think everyone's
It's me.
Discord
It's me.
is- Oh,
Give me
okay.
a moment. I'm gonna fix my thing. I need to
Alright,
I need to fix my setup. Give me a moment.
Alright. Okay, so while that's happening, woo. So, yeah, what is, cause it's a dower, right? In canon, you guys are still doing this during the day of the holiday, and there was a dower right effect on what happened to Spade. So as a dower right, what do you think your character would?
I don't know.
I don't know. What would they think? Cause it is like how does Wind Chimes interact with his religion? I guess is the thing. Because
Oh.
Spade's very devout, yeah, and even Mirren, of course, as a cleric, is very devout. But is Wind Chimes the type?
Oh, I see. Okay, I'll correct my statement. I think Wind Chimes is at least 70% me. Because, I don't know. I don't think. No, because, I mean, let's say, like, I don't want to do name drops and everything, but, let's say, Dower is a very big kind of community. It's more community than religion, in a sense. That not really it's not like a hard thing to follow. Like that's like, I mean, I think I can say it. Yeah, I mean, when Shams and Siguro, like the like most of the people his in his hometown, maybe I could say, aren't really amen hallelujah kind of people. They're
Mm.
more like simple people who I don't know who live, but
They like consume. It's a very, to compare it to something in real life. I guess it's more on Taoism, no, or like something that's
yeah,
not as strict as, oh, you have to go to church every Sunday kind of thing.
yeah, it's more of uh damn fuck. Zep is a weeb, okay? You guys will find out Zep is a weeb because he made all of this bullshit sa Wind Chime's backstory. I never asked for any of this, but very Eastern yung backstory, yung yung place and religion, the religion, like how they live the religion, very Eastern, East Asian yung
Mm.
the way they live in a sense. Zep's a
Mm.
weeb. TLDR, Zep is a weeb.
If it's a weeb and Dowerite, being a Dowerite means you are a projection of his weebness. Yeah, that's okay. After JC's Wi-Fi is better. That's good. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, what else can we talk about from the last session? Because honestly, oh, I know what we should talk about. So, Spade told Mirren her bestie.
I mean, technically, she said she trusted Mirren, and Mirren just assumed that they're best friends. Because, I mean, Spade doesn't trust anyone that easily, right? So to be
Mm.
trusted by Spade means you're kind of best friends. And Mirren just ran with it. We're like, yeah, we're best friends. I think Mirren is the one who's kind of like looking to have a best friend, and since
Yeah.
they have been together the longest out of the group, like she met Spade at the very start. She kind of latched onto the idea that, oh, maybe this other girl in the team would be my best friend. And because there's only two
Besties.
girls, and like um there's only two girls, yeah. And so like she's always despite that one time in White Spire where everyone was angry at Spade, despite whatever Mirren said to her at that time, I play Mirren as a character who still holds somewhat of a regard for Spade. Like she's always looked to Spade like a
Spade.
Spade. Yeah, she has a great regard for Spade, and that she wishes was like mutual, right? And kind of now it is.
And now they're besties, even though Spade
Besties.
doesn't want to admit it.
Spade
Yeah,
is a tsundere.
Spade is a tsundere. That is true. Yeah.
I'm just gonna hate this so much.
I know Ace is watching. Ace, didn't you say one time, Ace, that Ace is Spade and Spade is Ace? If Spade is a tsundere,
No! We're just like psychoanalyzing Spade
no, no, no,
now.
no, 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 no. Ace is gonna hop in out of anger.
Oh, she will. She will. I'm
I
banking
wanna
This
on
is
say
it.
how
thing. I
this
wanna
is how
say
you
things,
stop.
but she might run in my room, so I'm kind of scared.
Just barricade the door. Oh
Um,
god.
but yeah, I didn't think she could have gone to anyone else because like Victor wasn't there. Like
Hmm.
if Victor was there, Victor would be the one she would have confided in. But since
Yeah.
he wasn't there, Miran was the only other logical option for her.
Yeah, I do think I do think Victor being gone is his character helps develop Spade as a character and helps it forces her to trust the other members of the party more.
Yes, it
Because
does.
prior to that, right, all her motivations were like, oh, gotta stick around Victor, gotta stick around Vicky,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And now she's finding her own reason to stay.
Yeah.
So I think that's nice development for Spade's character. Also, Victor is
At the
maybe in
expense of
danger.
Victor.
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe in danger, maybe dying, maybe dead. We don't know.
No, no. Oh God, I hope to. I will be so angry if it turns out to be dead in the end. I'm like, yeah, don't. Cause
But like,
okay, if he
hmm,
comes back, what happens? What happens to Blaze?
yeah, right. Because will they both live in the body? Because
Will they
it's
merge Steven Universe style?
oh god. Or maybe like, or will like Blaze just not exist anymore? Or it is a whole bunch of theories, and Kuya Zep must be hearing this right now, going, "Haha, debil."
Yeah, like, all right, I'm gonna ask this: who the fuck is Blaze?
Who
Who
the
is
fuck
this
is
man?
Blaze?
Why is he here? I don't get it. Why does he have Victor's body? This is very confusing.
It is.
Because Blaze is Roxas. Oh my god. No one
Blaze
wants
is
to
the
listen to me.
Roxas of Victor. It's Blaze is his nobody. Oh god.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
and then the like
Oh,
touch hats like that, and then Blaze will enter like Victor, and then we'll never see
nothing.
Blaze again, and we'll be like, oh, he was fun to be around. We'll miss him.
Then you have to fight, and then you have to fight Chernabog next to Woody from Toy Story. No, but it's yeah, that's Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. You fight the weirdest guys with like the
you,
weirdest people.
the enemies are not the problem. It's having to fight them alongside literally Elsa. That's like, but yeah, it's I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it will behave in a similar system to Kingdom Hearts because I do know Guya is a bit familiar with the series.
As Roy has established, Seth is a weeb. So
He is a weeb. Guya
maybe.
is a huge weeb. So if you see references, I think he's openly stated that he's taken some references off of like Castlevania.
Yes, he did.
Would you count
Especially at the
Castlevania
start.
as weeb though? I don't think I
Um,
would.
who are
It's
like of the
it's
game? Because he watches the show, yeah. I don't think he's
yeah.
played the
I wouldn't
game.
count. I wouldn't want to count like Castlevania as weeb. It's more
Weeb.
of like you. I
It
don't
is a
mean to
bit
like offend anyone.
westernized.
Like, oh, it is a bit Western. It's a bit Witcher vibes.
Mm,
Yeah.
I don't know, and like you have to watch it in English,
mm.
like because the
Oh,
Jap dub is
westernized.
the Jap dub is it's okay,
Bad.
but compared to the English, no, it's not. It's okay. It's
Okay.
Japanese.
Okay,
Compared to
Kuyasep has
the English
responded.
dub.
He says Kingdom Hearts confuses him and Castlevania.
Oh, so
No,
Castlevania maybe, but Kingdom
Yeah,
Hearts
so
confusing.
maybe Blaze Jockey's dead. Maybe Blaze maybe Blaze is while I'm setting that up,
Uh-huh.
yeah, maybe Blaze is not a nobody. Maybe Blaze is just another
This is
person
just
somebody
a
entirely.
else.
thing.
Yeah, cause
Oh,
there's a possibility that he's like just another dude.
if he's just another dude, then we have
He's
kidnapped an innocent man to go along with our thing.
I
no,
mean,
but
he's
no,
going
but
along with it.
I am pretty sure that is Victor's body when Chimes did
Would
his
James check? Yeah.
did his dour mumbo jumbo. That is Victor's body, 100%.
So it's
Oh yeah,
Victor's
that's true.
body, but it's not Victor's.
Consciousness?
Yeah. And I believe the card we discussed the card so many times already, but the card he
Yeah.
drew from the deck of many things is specifically says the soul leaves. So maybe this is another soul that left their body from the void card is now in Victor's.
It's just some Blaze is just like a floating soul waiting for an open body to inhabit.
He's like from the Pixar movie, so he just
Oh my god.
jumped back into Earth and landed in the wrong body.
Hey,
Oh
this
my
is
god.
water.
He's squatting in Victor's body. Like, what happens to his soul then afterwards? That's gonna be.
He has to move. He has to relocate.
Seriously, okay.
He
He
has to
takes up
find
like the
somewhere
left
else
hand
to
only.
squat.
He's gonna pick up another body, or he's gonna possess a pack of owlbear.
A pack of
We'll
owlbears,
we'll find
maybe.
like a wooden doll. Like we'll put his soul in it or something.
Oh god, that'll
And
be
then
good.
somebody has to control it.
Oh no. Let's just hope Blaze as a person is a nice one. Otherwise, that's gonna be a scary fucking doll. Uh, oh no. But yeah, since we're already on the topic, and since this is Roy's first time in Ask Azaria,
Oh no.
uh,
Oh no.
no, because this is something we've asked before. What are your assumptions and theories on some of the other characters? Because we're already doing some on Victor right now, yeah, and we did some on Spade even a little bit a while ago. Another one of the mysterious ones. I think most people agree that one of the most mysterious ones is you, actually.
Yes, extremely mysterious. We know nothing of
Nobody
you.
asked. Nobody asked.
Oh well, yeah. Nobody asks you in game. We just like assume that you have your shit together. you, you seem like the
mean,
type to have your shit
Yeah,
together.
he got his shit together. I'm sure he knows something. But I will admit that like this wasn't on stream yet, but there was this moment very early into the campaign where you guys had that drinking game.
Oh yeah,
And
that
yeah, and
one.
when Chimes
Yeah.
had to tell his story and Roy was like did such a great job. You like struggling, but like it came out so perfect, honestly.
Yeah.
The roleplay was amazing.
That was
It must
good
have been so
too.
difficult, honestly. Props. Like that was. I don't wanna force it to happen again. But if that happened again, I would be very hyped.
I don't know. I actually think it might. Like, or at least more of Windchime's backstory will show up.
Yeah,
Because
that would be
you know,
fun.
Windchimes and his troop. I'll say not his troop, but you know, he's part of the troop. Has been around the continent. I mean,
So
I think it's been said in that Windchimes is part of the traveling doctors ng Dao.
yeah, it was
So-
mentioned last session.
So
And it was
they're
also
kind of like-
mentioned like, why are you not with them?
oh yeah, ooh. Secret. I did not know. I did not know how to say that, so I just said like you gotta do what you gotta do because I honestly did not know how to answer that.
Oh god. There's where the lore gets deeper, I guess. You guys have to play
That's
another
true.
drinking game.
Yeah, we should. Oh my god. If we got like a downtime, yeah.
Yeah, how long has it been since you guys actually like sat down and settled in a tavern? Like
Oh, just like the last episode of last year. Like we had the nice moment of giving gifts and stuff.
oh yeah. That was
No,
cute.
like it's like, for me it's been a while because not everyone has been in the session during not everyone has been in game during the downtime sessions. So I don't know. I think for me like the last time we had like a good sit down was dun sa campfire. Pretty
Oh,
early on.
yeah.
For the murder.
Oh no. Murder
one, like-
murder campfire.
Like the one pretty
Yes.
early on. No, not
Oh
no,
no,
wala
not the
kasi-
murder
no, not-
campfire.
No, not the Oliver one. No. Like the one really early on.
Oh, before you guys got the Stormspire.
Yeah.
Oh, before we
one.
got the Storm Inspired that one. I was like, like that's fun. We kind of need more of those.
Just
Yeah,
like
just
some quiet moments, definitely.
yeah, without getting ambushed by like a million pieces of trauma. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
nice.
No,
Looks at the
See,
camera.
but
'cause
like, but like Aster was going through trauma at that time, no, because his eye was glowing and bleeding, and
Because used to be we had quiet times during sessions, downtime sessions, like
Mm,
one on one. But now that we're streaming, we can't really do it logistically.
maybe there's a way to
Um
set that up.
yeah, we're still like thinking about how to do that without having to like make a different day for streaming just the downtimes.
Mm. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, cause, but I wouldn't complain if there we made another day. But I'm not technomancing, right? I'm not part of the stream or anything. But it would be nice, I think, just to see the characters. Hasn't JC frozen? No, okay. It would be nice to just see the characters in a calmer setting. Because even
Yeah.
every time you guys are like thrown into combat, crying from trauma, crying from someone else's trauma, and or all of the above. So, it'd be nice to maybe sit down and talk about actually a lot of the things that are happening. Because, like, from what I know, right, like, you guys know why. You guys know that Aster murders randomly, but not why.
Winchimes doesn't
Mirren
know why. At
Mirren
least.
believes that there is something inside of Aster that controls them. So when when the Oliver thing happened and Mirren said like we won't let him win. She was referring to that thing inside of Aster who she thinks is controlling Aster. So that's my theory. I don't really know how true it is, but
I mean, that's the thing, right? You guys can like let them sit down with them. You guys can you guys can sit down and ask Aster, why do you think this thing is happening? And hope Aster doesn't dodge the question.
I have so much backlog of questions to ask. Like, I haven't even begun to ask about Ensar, that thing about my character. And then I haven't even asked Alois about, yo, why do they think you died? That's a
There's a
thing
lot.
that
Yeah, there's a
happened.
lot to unpack. That would be nice over a drinking game.
We
Looks at the
haven't
camera.
really asked Blaze about, like, who are you really? I've never asked Quinn Chimes, like, yo, what about that contact we had in Stormspire? What was that about?
Always about this. It comes back to this each and every time.
What was
That's
that?
true, man. I wanted to that good. Crap, I was gonna learn how to make potions from him, but Sepul's like, oh, that'll be like too overpowered at the start of the game. Like when Chime's just making like 50 potions every day.
Lord. That would
Dude,
be fun
what
though.
happened to that guy? Was he in on the Jotun thing? We never know.
Maybe he's dead. No one can tell. No
No
one's
one
there.
can tell. Like, I also have to ask the many times that I have downtime with Roses for Hayden's character, for the character of Hayden. Like, I never got to ask him about like, so do you know the head of the Zebulite order? Because it seems like you do. Like, I never got to ask him that.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions I realize now, just from
Mm.
everyone's character in general. And I
Yeah,
will admit,
everyone has just like a little bit.
I have definitely, because I mentioned this before. I was the one who helped Kuya Zep arrange his notes specifically for the
Mm-hmm.
character because it was an absolute mess. But I'm not calling anyone out, but it was like very messy. No, and as I was cleaning it up, I discovered a lot of things about the characters, and I will admit I don't remember all of them, but like stuff like parent names was stuff I didn't realize would be in everyone's character sheet. Like Yo.
Because
But
nobody wanted to be like the orphan host who grew up on the streets.
are any of you
God,
guys? I
parents.
am thinking
All of
about
our
it. Are any
parents
of
are
you guys?
disappointed.
All of our parents are. I think that all of our parents are at least alive. I
I
think
think Victor is an orphan.
aside from
Oh, I think so.
maybe
Victor is an
Spain,
orphan because he grew up in the
the
hands of
tower.
Tower with Spade.
Yeah. As for the rest, I don't think everyone else has mentioned their parentage yet. We just know that Mirren's parents are alive. Aloise's parents are dead. Are they?
Aster's
Are they?
parents are apparently evil.
Aster's parents are
Aster's
apparently
parent is
evil.
apparently evil. That's true.
Who else? We don't know anything about Wind Chimes' parents either.
Ooh, time to find out.
Time to
Find
find
out in
out,
the next session.
are they just like bigger Kenkus?
Oh my god, we haven't even talked about the dream. We haven't unpacked that. Our communal dream about our parents being disappointed in
Oh
us.
shit, the communal dream! I actually forgot
Oh,
about
that
that.
one, yeah.
We had a
Yeah,
dream. I
you
have a
guys.
question for Wind Chimes about that. When your parents talked in the dream, they didn't talk in like someone else's voice. They talked in their own voice. So does that mean that your parents are not Kenkus?
Oh, wait,
Looks at
wait.
the GM.
What do you mean, like, they talked in their own voice?
That's
They
Kenku's
didn't.
yeah.
Yeah, because Kenku can't speak in their own voice, right? So they have to borrow other voices. So
Mm.
like when that flashback was happening, the way the parents spoke, it was as if they were just speaking plainly like normal people, not Kenkus.
Hmm.
I don't know about that. Probably should ask Zip. Maybe
Yeah,
that
I
was a
think
mistake.
yeah, maybe it was just a slip up on Kriya's part. Who knows?
Or maybe your
or
parents are not
maybe,
Kenkus.
or maybe my
And
parents
how
are not
did you become a
Kenkos.
Kenku?
You're
Maybe I was an
adopted.
orphan all along.
Oh my god! When you meet them, they're gonna tell you you're adopted. These humans are gonna tell this bird man you're adopted.
You never knew, but you're adopted.
Oh god! And then it's like peak betrayal for wind chimes, even though it should have been obvious.
Why does
Oh,
mommy look like an
Zep says in the
owl?
chat it wasn't a mistake.
Oh, that's creepy now. Okay, now I don't understand.
Yeah, there is a lot of drama to unpack though. I think as you guys are maybe traveling to the next
Damn, Zip, what the
location,
fuck?
when you guys camp for the night, that would be a nice time to just talk about it. Hopefully no more campfires involve murder or like beast ambush.
I don't know, because we have been counting the days since Aster killed some random innocent dude. And it's been a while, and it's time for another murder.
Hmm. Aster's Aster's sword hungers for blood.
Yeah.
But I would think that as Aster himself gets stronger, he would also be better at controlling it. Or would it be the other way around in that the if it is linked to his warlock powers, if he gets
Yeah.
stronger as a warlock, that would make it harder for him to control. It there are like easy ways to excuse both, yeah. That like if it's him getting stronger, he can resist it. If it's the warlock power getting stronger, he can't resist it.
Yeah. So, Spade is always like looking out to ask like what's gonna happen with Aster. Like that's I think that's one of her number one priorities is just to look out for whatever Aster's gonna do. And she has corralled Mirren into this mission, so it's a thing that they both have to do is to look out for Aster. But I've been checking the timeline, and it's been a while since they last killed someone, and it's gonna be murder time anytime soon.
Like at this
I
party
like how
rest.
how we're talking like Aster's killing schedule. Like Like she has like some like a period calendar
Yeah,
or
I was
something.
gonna say period. If it does,
Like
if it doesn't happen, you should be very very worried.
Yeah, like I thought you'd be I thought you'd be killing someone by
I thought
now.
I thought
You
your
missed
murder
your
was
time slot.
scheduled. Your murder was scheduled for last week. Are you sure you're not late?
Like, you should have killed somebody like a week ago. You know, maybe like, are you sure you're not pregnant?
Oh no, Esther's pregnant. Oh, but it does parallel though, because Esther's in love.
Ooh, yes. Yes.
So he
That
is
is
kind
a
of
thing.
pregnant.
What if the power of love stops the power of murder, right? Let's hope it does.
That might
Zap
be a
DM
thing.
me
Cause like,
if you want some
just
plot
think about
points
it.
for
It was yeah. Like, what if, right? The like Aster chooses Alarise over his royal powers or something like that. No, he gets the multi class. I don't know. Yeah, there's plenty of ways for it to go. Ace is saying Aster is pregnant. What is happening? No, cause Aster's murder schedules, right, are like
Yeah.
periods. They have to happen after a certain period of time. Otherwise, you get really fucking worried. Aster hasn't killed anyone for a long time, so he might be pregnant.
This is science. This is the logic.
Congrats,
The
Aster.
logic is sound. Aster is pregnant. That's how we got to that.
Yes. And Alarise is the fun. No, this. I'm trying to figure out the anyway. Yeah, it's God. We went on a tangent. I got lost. We were talking about the dream sequence. Yeah, the trauma of your families of golden child syndrome and imposter syndrome.
Yeah. Yeah. We have to talk about it because that's the key for us to knowing that Aster's dad has Victor's soul. Or at least that's what we assume, right?
Yeah, and it wouldn't
It's,
make sense for you guys to talk about it without talking about everybody else's family trauma.
yeah.
Imagine being like, we
Like,
gotta get Victor, your trauma doesn't matter. Like, of course you gotta stop and talk about the...
we have an Excel sheet, no, a Google sheet for this. And there's like a specific sheet for like character trauma. And it's just that dream. It's just
Oh
that
god.
dream.
Like, all the players have a collective Google sheet. You guys
Yeah, we
just...
do have a Google sheet. It's the collective notes
Shit.
that Mike is the one who's mostly handling it. I sometimes help out, but it's mostly them. So kudos to you, Mike. And that's it. We have a sheet just for character trauma, and it's just about that dream. Because that dream was fucked up.
It was. And how long ago was that now?
Um,
Like, in
in the
canon.
timeline of the game, not that long ago, because that's what before we left for the Kingdom of Lauren.
Yeah,
I'd say
so
at
you guys
least
were
like
going...
3 days.
Yeah, you guys were going through... It was quite dangerous, though, because you guys were going through the really dangerous forest. And then... when you got
The
out, it was a
forest. No,
holiday.
the forest. Now I don't know how long it's been because we went through that blasted
Oh
forest.
yeah, time.
I don't know how long it's been, to be honest. Nobody asked.
Nobody asked. That is our.
You
That
can
is
ask
one of our
Vaughn.
faults is that we never ask. We just
Nobody
like,
asked.
okay,
Vaughn
this
would
is the
said,
story. Yes, we're just gonna nod along, like, yeah, and no one
It could have
stopped to
been.
like
It
ask.
could have been one day. It could have been 2 months for all I know.
yeah,
Mm.
but I don't know. I think Vaughn would know because he must know when you guys left the kingdom, and he must know when the Emerald Solstice is, so he can do the math.
Oh yeah, we do have a specific timeline for the Emerald Solstice. So yeah, someone
Okay.
can figure that out. Not us.
Not
In the
us.
forest when their fingers touch as they gave each other potions. Yeah, that's when Aster got pregnant. It's the magic of the forest. Turns out it was 9 months that
I we were 9 months in the forest. They almost died.
Oh, if it's 9 months, it means that horse you guys left in Stormspire is definitely dead.
No, don't die, horse.
That horse is dead. Like, I was joking about it in the past few ones, right? But at this point, I genuinely believe that horse is dead.
But it's such a chunky horse. It couldn't have died.
You're done thinner though.
And we see him and he's just like real
A
thin.
normal sized horse now.
Not a
You-
chunky horse.
what
I
happened to
mean,
Bertsu, no, not penguin. I'm weirdly attached to this talking horse. Did the horse talk? I actually don't remember.
it,
horse
yeah,
doesn't
it talked.
the
It
horse doesn't
talked.
No,
It talks to Spade, to the Dowerites. It talks to Spade and actually to the monks
the horse doesn't
and
talk.
to Wind Chimes, but Wind Chimes just pretends it doesn't talk and he just like next the horse.
It honestly valid. If a horse would talk to me, I don't know what
Wind
kind of
chimes
shit.
doesn't
would
like
be.
talking animals. They shouldn't be. They shouldn't exist in the first place. Animals
Like
don't
the
talk.
talking dogs in movies. But also wind
Despite him
chimes is
being an
technically.
animal.
Yeah, he's a talking animal. Alright, weird, but not the strangest character quirk I've seen out of. Yeah, not in Azaria, nah. Uh no, I'm not gonna bully Alois today. Mike, if you're watching this, love you. But yeah, so what else is there to talk about realistically? Because a lot of it is something that should be settled within the characters, right? Like the the trauma has been presented, but it hasn't been unpacked.
Mm.
So there, as of now, I don't think we can dig too much into it without like
Spoilers.
potential
Yeah.
spoilers or something of the sort. But it would still be. Windchime is a talking animal. Windchime hates himself. Yes, Ace Windchime hates him. No.
Also, Lanzones. Hello, Lance.
Hello.
They like spring rolls and currently bopping with "Don't Talk About Bruno."
Bruno. Good
No,
movie.
no.
Encanto is good. Anyway, yeah. So other than that, what else is there to talk about? You guys want to talk about the Emerald Solstice? Although you guys kind of already did in the last cast.
Roy hasn't finished his whole in an introduction questions about like what he thinks about the group.
That's true.
Damn!
Yeah.
Crap, I
Okay.
almost got away with it.
No,
You thought.
it's not that hard. We'll do these introductory questions and then we'll go on like a quick break, I guess. So what are Wind Chimes' impressions of each of the characters? I guess you can start with the other downright Spade.
Spade. I don't know. I think Wind Chimes thinks. Yeah, we'll just Wind Chimes. Spade.
Does Wind Chimes think no?
No, Wind Chimes doesn't think he does the job.
Good lifestyle.
I think Wind Chimes thinks of like Spade as girl like a complicated character. Like I can't understand this. It's hard to understand person coming from like what you guys say, the most mysterious person in the group. Like Wind Chimes thinks Spade is the mysterious in a way.
I think Spade doesn't come off as mysterious because Spade talks more. Wind Chimes is more quiet. I think that's why it gives like off the mysterious vibes. But I do think that lots of Spade's backstory hasn't been revealed yet. There's
Like
motivation.
not mysterious in the sense that he, like it's like nobody knows what's happening. Like it's hard to understand rather than not knowing. So Wind Chimes kind of knows. I'm like, why the fuck does he change into this other person? Who is this guy? Who's this asshole? Who's this asshole that skinned the guard that I let go? I let him run away, and this guy is still skinned the guy. Why did he do that? That was a bit weird. Who's this guy? He, like ran out of the ring and then shot arrows at the fire lady. Who's this kid? Why do we have a kid?
We have a kid.
Yung mga ganon na like, it's like
Yeah.
Wind Chimes finds it hard to understand that concept siguro.
Yeah, that's understandable. I feel like that's the goal of Ace, because I know Ace did a lot of work to make this character. But yeah, other than Spade, okay, who's next? The absentee, Victor. Victor and Blaze, you can pwede mo nang isabay.
Blaze. I don't know. I think Victor. Like Blaze is easier because Blaze. I don't know. Wind Chimes sees Blaze as like a kid or some bata. Wind Chimes siguro. Yeah, like a shy kid. Alam mo yun, like yung mga
Kind of lost.
Oo, yung pinakilala ng parents niya sa mga friends niya. The kid's just like, hi, hello po, yung mga ganun.
Yeah, that is very much Blaze's energy. What about Victor?
No, Victor. I don't know, Victor seems. Which Victor seems like like so I think we tend to think Victor as somebody like I don't know, Captain America.
See, everyone sees
He's
Victor as the leader.
No, not a leader. Like he's responsible, but he has this burden that he hasn't talked about yet. So I don't think I should delve into it more. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, lahat naman tayo may burden pero like Victor carries himself better.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He carries himself like a person who's been through shit, but like you look at this person, you know they've been through shit, but you don't like you know that they overcame it well.
Actually, no.
Yeah. Who else? The person who's here, Mirin.
Like, yeah,
what does Wind Chimes think of Mirin?
What does Wind Chimes think of Mirin? Oh god. I'll say this again. Wind Chimes thinks of Mirin like a kid. Or siyang bata. Kasi like she's pretty innocent despite her age. So parang siyang malaking bata. Probably silver spoon then. I think Wind Chimes gets to think that has the right to think that. I asked Mary to sweep the floor. She did not fucking know what the broom was. So I think Wind Chimes gets the right to think that that Mirin is a bit silver spoon in that regard.
I mean, I think yeah, because it is confirmed that Mirin is from like a higher class, so it makes sense. And also, how do you sweep floors underwater?
Sorry. Because that's what Wind Chimes was thinking. He's like, it's a broom. What? It's a broom.
It's dust on the
You do like that, and you do like that.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe they clean underwater castles differently. Anyway,
You need to clean underwater.
if it's water, it would still grow stuff like algae, right? Would you want to keep the algae there?
Who knows? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my god! But you would want.
When Marion said hello, there's like no, when we were like talking about backstories and shit, when JC said like, oh, there's like this underwater like city, and the first thing that came to my mind was like Star Wars Episode 1. That kind of deal. So I was like, yeah, okay, that's understandable. And then you said like, do they need to sweep underwater? And I'm like, it's submerged.
I mean, in my head, it's submerged, right? Because like I was thinking like Little Mermaid style, like everything is
Yeah, yeah.
underwater, like there's no like bubble or anything. But I don't know. It depends on. I'm sure that's something Miriam would know, but
And like by any sense, then I don't think with chance would know of people who live underwater. So he'd assume everyone knew what at least a
yeah,
clone
yeah.
was.
Now I'm stuck on the algae question. They're a janitor fish, right? So presumably, if you let them in the castle, they'll eat all the algae off.
So do they really need to clean in the first place?
Yeah,
When you just throw janitor fish and shrimp at the
yeah.
problem,
You just
do you
throw
really
shit
need to
at the
clean?
problem. Yeah, it's like.
Haven't
Oh,
even thought about that part, dude. Like, how do we clean in the castle?
are we doing
JC
therapy?
just
Oh,
indirect.
hello, Kuya Joseph. But
Oh
yes,
yeah, I have to like say hello. Welcome to my husband who is providing for my D&D obsession. Thank you again. I am
Yes.
contractually obligated to say this.
contractually obligated. Kuya Joseph, what did you do? But
No,
yeah,
we just have an understanding.
but you have to shout him out every single time. Fair enough.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh God. No. I'm sure that's like a question Mirren will know the answer to, or Kuya specifically Kuya Zep will tell the JC who will say as
Yeah.
Mirren. But like yeah. So that's 3 characters down because we're still doing
Yeah.
impressions, or technically 3.5 if you count Blaze. Um. Next up.
Hayden.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's do Hayden
Oh,
first. Since Aster's complicated.
Hayden. I don't know. Hayden seems more of like a. Uh, crap. What the fuck?
Have they interacted a lot, like Hayden and Midtimes, now that I think about it?
Not much.
they were on that boat together, right? At the start, at the very start.
At the
Yeah,
very very
but due to s- circumstances, I was not able to play that session. So
Oh, okay.
canonically, Wind Chimes was seasick. Yes, he was
yeah.
losing
Oh, all right.
worst
Probably
decision
like
of my life. I should have not probably told that to Zeb. So canonically, Wind Chimes is seasick.
I think that they wouldn't have been able to interact that much at all, which kind of yeah. So not like now that I think about it, you guys haven't interacted
No.
too much.
A little bit during the White Spire session.
Oh, actually, on just a bit. Um,
But does Winchime have any impressions? Maybe on Hayden's character.
I don't know. He's like, I think, I think when James thinks of Hayden like you, like dude, I don't know. Boom, boom. There goes the
Voodoo.
host. There goes the
Yeah.
host. Now I'll
Um.
answer the questions. Yeah, so Hayden.
Yeah. Just to answer the question. Hayden is
I think
like
for
honestly
Winch,
for me, even though I have like a lot of downtime sessions with Hayden, he seems to be like a solid character who's pretty straightforward, but also like he doesn't interact much with the group.
yeah, yeah.
Hey,
So
Chi.
I can like see your like I can see your kind of issues interacting with wind chimes when I think of interacting with Hayden. To be honest, because Hayden hasn't been really outspoken aside from the
Mm.
times where he got angry at the guy. He's like, "Arr!" and he
He
tried to
keeps
kill the leader.
screaming. He's such a
Uh,
screamer.
yeah, so he's like that reliable guy, I guess.
Mm.
Hmm.
I mean, he's that quiet. I don't want to say gentle, but giant, I guess. In a way.
Forgive me, guys. I am just setting up the music bot because haha, it's not cooperating. But yes, while I'm
Um,
doing that,
I mean, sure we can. I don't know, Alois.
yeah,
yeah.
Alois
Alois.
would be. That's interesting. What do you guys think of Alois, the newcomer?
Dude, I don't know. I don't even know what to think about Alois. It's like, Shimper, like, as a player, you're like, oh, another one's joining. Like, sige, okay.
Mm.
But, like, as a character, you. I don't think, like, Witches has an idea siguro of the character yet.
Mm.
Pero, I could say that I think Windchimes is worried for Eloise that she might not fit into the party because of
Mm.
in that sense. I mean, you say like if I think Windchimes thinks like of what Eloise is showing. He's like, oh, she's old.
Oh, yeah, I do think
She's
Alois is the oldest. Yeah.
By far.
maybe, maybe I don't know.
Maybe?
People
Maybe.
people knew Spade then.
Oh, that's
Diba?
true. People
You
knew
guys kind of
Spade.
forgot people knew Spade then. Like, oh, Spade,
People
you're
knew.
back.
When you guys play your next drinking game, you can ask about that. Why do people know who Spade is? That would be interesting. But yeah, I think Alois, that is like a good point about Alois. Like it is quite lucky that they managed to slot into the party, mostly probably yeah, because bards.
Bards.
But bards, I don't want to say they have a reputation of being the dragon fuckers, but they have a reputation of being the dragon fuckers, and that slots in very weirdly into some parties and very perfectly into others. That's what I'll say about bards. That's my opinion on bards. Sometimes they have to manually liven up the party. I don't know where my brain's going with this, but yes, I think yeah, a shy bard. It is quite um an interesting character, and like in the long run, especially since they're both downrights, Eloise and Windchimes will get along. So they haven't interacted
Mm.
much yet. Yeah.
No,
So
cause you guys like living your IRL fanfic, your real time fan fiction.
it's true.
Every moment you're like,
They're
oh,
next to each other.
let's split up away from the two of them.
Honestly, yeah.
You
I
guys want
do.
your real time fan fiction,
I
which I have no
uh
problem with. It's actually quite funny. find it
It
amusing.
is it is nice, but I do think it would be better if yeah, Eloise and Aster would interact a bit more with the rest of the party because I do like seeing um I do like seeing, especially before Eloise kind of joined in, when Aster would bounce off everyone else's energy very nicely. That was a lot of fun, and I understand that Ellie, like personally, is has a lot of things on her plate, so it might be a bit harder to
Mm.
role play that. But yeah, it is something I miss, and hopefully, maybe who knows? Maybe Alois being in the party will actually make that happen more often, which would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how the dynamic gets affected, I guess, because that's a yeah, that's a interesting dynamic. Yeah, because adding a new member to the party always, like, how do I say this? The amount of relationships that you have to keep track of increases exponentially, right?
Mm.
Because if you are in a party of three, for example, that's only three relationships that you have to keep track of. Their relationships, like, with each other. Yeah. But if you're in a party of four, that means you have to watch over, like, God, I can't math. I think that's around five or six relationships. Yeah, that you have to watch over, and it gets, and that gets more and more complicated as you go up in number. And how big is the party of Azaria? Seven?
7.
Yeah, so that's a lot of interpersonal interactions to watch over. So it does make sense, for example, that like Wind Chimes isn't as close with like Hayden or something like that, or
Yeah.
Aloise hasn't gotten to interact with everybody yet. And that's not counting that Spade has Nick.
Oh,
Spade
yeah.
yeah, so
All
there's
those other
a whole more
spades.
layers to that, but
Yeah.
it makes sense in a party this big that
Mm.
yeah, we
That
would.
not all people would have like the most deep relationship with all of the
Mm,
people.
like it kind of makes sense that you would like latch on to maybe like one, two, most
Mm.
three members of the party and kind of stick with them more than the others. A
Welcome
and
back.
yeah, well, when now that Roy's back, we're gonna answer one last question, then we're gonna take a break. um, so it was we did all the characters except, have we done Aster yet?
Not
I don't
yet.
think we have.
All
No.
right. So what is Winchan's impression on Aster? Because that's a whole doozy.
Oh, I don't know. Siguro, Wind Chimes might think of Aster as unhinged, I guess. Because he knows at least that something's going on with him. Because
Mm-mm.
he's not sure what's happening, but he knows something's happening. Like, oh, he's gonna go again, maybe.
It's his period soon.
Hmm. What if I'm his next period target? So he's kind of worried about like the
Yeah.
party's safety.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
Like
that makes
he
sense.
although he does kind of know that Aster is inherently a good person, but due to the circumstances of his uh his monthly killing spree, uh,
Shark Week.
His
uh
Shark Week.
he's pretty wary of Aster, you could say.
Mm.
Mm.
I
Yeah, it
guess,
makes
yeah.
sense. It who wouldn't be, I guess, and maybe that's another thing that you guys can deal with, no, when you guys get to because what was your theory? That I know someone had like a theory that, or whether this was confirmed or not, I'm not too sure. That like Aster's dad has something to do with the Crimson Dawn.
Yeah. I think Mike said that in game as Aloise that he might be the leader of the Crimson Dawn,
Oh damn.
and it kind of was confirmed by the kings when they said the name Vane. Was it?
Ving. Hmm.
I'm not too.
Oh,
I don't remember too well. But like we just assume that who they're talking about is the same guy that we're talking about.
I
So
mean, yeah, so far there have been no name overlaps. Otherwise, this would be kind of awkward. Yeah. So, like you walk in there expecting like Aster's dad, and it's just a dude. But yeah, I think it- maybe Aster's dad would know something about the periods.
yeah,
Like, so
I
if you're
feel
going
so.
there anyway,
I feel, cause like in the dream that we had, the part of Aster was mainly just his dad berating him about not being able to like live up to whatever or something,
Oh.
if
damn.
I remember correctly. Yeah, so he might know a bit about the
How
periods,
the periods. Yeah,
the
so
periods.
if you're heading there, might as well kill two birds with one stone. Yeah, just get
Mm.
Victor back and also maybe ask what's up with this tiefling. That would
Only if
be
we remember to ask, because we always forget.
that's true. I mean, oh, you guys have notes now, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you should. Maybe if, in your sheets you should have a separate tab that's just all the questions we must ask these specific NPCs. It's like all the questions we
Yeah.
must also ask Kuya Zip. Like, does the place that Mirren come from have
Do
janitors, or do they just throw
we
shrimp at
know
it?
how to sweep floors? Is this a thing?
Do brooms exist
Do
underwater?
brooms exist underwater?
Oh no, I'm gonna have a crisis. But yes, okay, real quick. It is a bit overdue, but we will be taking a quick break because we
Yeah.
haven't been on for a little bit, and then we will So we are going to hop off for just a quick moment and then we will be back. Yes, in a teensy tiny bit. So stay here and maybe we can talk about some other stuff about characters. Yeah.
See you later.
Hello. Hello, everyone. We've got a new person. Someone who is here to defend
Happy to be
themselves.
back.
But yes,
Yes.
hey, since you're here and you weren't here for the start, introduce yourself real quick.
Hello, my name is Ace. I play a shifter monk named Spade and a human bard named Nick. For reasons I cannot disclose. Other than, no, it's just different alters.
Yeah. So we were talking a while ago, yeah, because Ace was in chat. So about some things that Ace may want to defend themselves on.
Why? It's not a slander.
No! JC, you can't put that
Not
on
a
me. Okay.
slander.
No! I literally said it's because I trust you.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean
and
we're
you don't
best
trust
friends.
anyone that easily.
I do.
You do not.
Okay, but it doesn't mean that we're best friends. We can be like friends. We're colleagues, technically.
Right, all right. It's a slow burn, but we're gonna get there.
What do you mean? It's just no.
We're gonna get there. Don't worry.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But like as of right now, it's because partially, it's a lot to do with the whole Aster thing, and
Mhm.
that we started the campaign together, and Victor's
Yeah.
not here.
Yeah, that's how
He's been replaced
friendships
by
work.
this like mindless soul.
Nobody.
Yeah,
By
he's been
nobody.
It's
replaced within
literally a nobody.
yeah.
Can't believe Kuya Zep doesn't even know Kingdom Hearts and still managed to make a nobody.
That's so true.
Diba?
Oh my god.
I mean, I guess it's not that hard to make a nobody. So like, are they gonna have to like touch hands?
That is the
That's what I was
question.
saying a while ago.
Are
They
Blaze and Mist are gonna have to like,
They'll
and
touch
then
For some
hands.
reason,
and then
Donald
Blaze
Duck is there.
disappears. Yeah, and then Goofy.
For some reason, Donald Duck is there, and then Elsa. Yeah, oh god, no.
Yeah, and then you have this like red-haired girl there, and then a white-haired girl, and they do the same thing.
This is the lore of. This is the official lore of Kingdom Hearts, guys. There's nothing else to it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, mm, so that's the bestie thing. No, I'm sure Mirren still thinks they're besties.
Yeah,
Um,
in her heart of hearts.
and yeah, actually, there's not too much. Do you want to talk about? Actually, since Ace is here, do you want to talk about the vision?
Division.
Yeah.
Fuck me
How
up.
did that feel, having everything hinge on you during the combat?
Like, okay, Zep gave me a hit. Before the session, the evening before the session started,
Mm.
we kind of got to talking, and he was like, "Oh, okay, so this is gonna happen in like the next session, but like everything boils down to your decision." And I was just like, "Why? Why are you gonna put this pressure on me? I
That's
don't like this."
scary.
Yeah, and I had like no context about what it was. What if like I made a bad decision that led to the whole party dying, which was apparently that was it,
A possibility.
right? And like what if I died there? Would I have woken up the same? Or would I die for like the fourth time ever?
It was smart of you to not confront anyone. Like, you were not
Hmm.
fighting in the combat. You were just always on patient defense because you were gonna
It's
fight Victor, who's
yeah,
yeah.
I was
I'm
gonna
sorry,
fight
Blaze.
Blaze, but he kept hiding.
Yeah.
And with my 12 passive perception, I couldn't see him.
Mirren and Alois are just confused. Like,
See,
why
unlike
doesn't
Roy,
she
I
see
didn't
him?
Un- Unlike Roy, I didn't min max my monk. So
What is Wincham's passive perception?
14.
So you
he's
could
at
have seen him.
Yes,
yeah,
I see him.
because he
I
spent a
see him.
lot of his abilities on like Dex and Wiz, and I for some reason spent it on Strength. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
I guess
So you can bonk hard.
Bunk.
That's
I mean you can use Dex, so like my
Yeah, you
Strength and my
can use
Dex are
dex.
basically the
Dex.
what
same.
is
Because
strength then?
monks have to focus on so many stats. Yeah, they're the
Yeah.
one where you have to spread out your stats the most because you need like dex, con, and wisdom. Yeah, and
No, you just need yeah, Dex, Con, and Wisdom. But like for some reason, the way I make my characters is always like, oh, would it make
Strength based?
sense?
Oh, role
Ah.
player si
No.
ate.
Yeah. I focus like it's not even advantageous in RP,
Yeah.
but like I go like full on, oh my god, this character would have this
yeah,
and that. And so even though she's supposed to have like a high whiz,
mm.
she doesn't. So like that's what I'm using my ability score improvements for. I'm just like, okay, I'm just not gonna get a feat. I'm gonna go like full on
Yeah.
whiz.
Yeah. I mean,
The thing about that mechanic that Zap made for that game where it hinged on Spade's rolls of Arcana and Perception, was it?
Religion and
Religion.
Religion
perception.
and Perception. Like apparently he took it from one of my games. I ran a one shot, and in that game there was a mechanic wherein I let one of the players roll to see if the sun will come up because they were fighting a monster that was susceptible to light. So during the whole combat, every round, that player has to roll a 1d20, and the DC starts at 20, and every round it goes down a bit. So,
Mm.
and then Zeb said, like, oh yeah, I used your mechanic for Spade's thing on the game. And my
except
reaction was,
didn't he say his was like it went up a bit? Is what he did? Yeah.
no,
I feel like it went
he
down.
started with 20 and it went down
Ah, okay,
gradually.
okay.
So my reaction to that is, how dare you, Zap, take something that I did and use it
Use it
against me?
again.
How dare
Oh
you?
my, that was so nerve wracking. Like at the end of
Mm.
every like turn order, I would have to roll it for it, and like it was just pain to not
Your
get it.
rolls were ass.
It
It was
was, it
ass. For
was,
rolling one digit
because
rolls.
like I have proficiency with religion, I think,
Mhm.
and I don't know if I have it on perception, but either way, they have like a +2 on both. So Zep was like, okay, roll me perception or religion. And I'm just like, okay, let's try perception. And then the next time I was like, okay, let's try religion this time. Maybe this would do better. Just like, okay, no, let's go back to perception. So it's and I couldn't do anything about Blaze.
Oh,
Like
Oh
I
yeah.
couldn't I didn't want to engage in, you know, I didn't want to like gang up on Aster because like Aster
mm-mm.
was closest. Um because I knew that Blaze would go for me from the get-go ever
Mm-mm.
since that encounter in the forest. Um but it was so annoying, and like how everyone was dying left and right. Like I was so torn whether to like continue to follow the lights or revive Mary. Because like I was looking at my items and I was just like,
Oh,
I
were you
have
gonna
both
revive
items.
Mirin?
Never mind, we're not talking about
Silence.
Besties!
Bestie.
Besties.
No, no. It would have made sense to revive Mirin because she was the cleric. But
That's the excuse Spade's gonna use.
yeah, of course. Like
Yeah,
you
no,
had
actually.
Mirin and Alois go down, and they're the two healers of the group. I had spare the dying, but I couldn't use it on myself. So
Yeah, I mean, I would have gone for like Marin because she has a higher AC, higher
Mm.
AC, higher HP. So that meant Mirren could last a bit longer than
Yeah, and
Eloise.
Eloise is
And
support.
Eloise was like
So.
near the king. So I was just like,
Oh
no,
yeah.
I'm not going there.
The king was hitting really hard. That was surprising.
So bad. He dealt like 40 something.
Mm. But like that didn't matter to wind chimes because wind chimes down two characters.
One.
Yo.
One? Was it just one?
One.
Weren't you
Was
going
it
for
just
another
Aster?
one?
Oh no, he was going after
No.
Blaze.
Yeah,
No,
please.
Hayden was trying to like off himself. That was sad.
I
Oh
know, I felt
yeah.
so
Oh
bad about
god.
that.
That was sad. And he
Like
was on a rage. I couldn't do
Yeah.
anything.
He was left with one hit point, right?
yeah, he one hit
Oh
Two.
point.
Yeah,
shit!
two.
That
Yeah.
Barbarians are
man.
scary.
Yeah.
Barbarians are
I
fucking
hard I had
Barbarians
a
scary.
are
hard time
scary.
there.
I think he
Cause
started
like
at like 60 something.
cause like I don't know. I think I still feel like right now until now I still feel like wind chimes wouldn't have like hit people, like
Mm.
especially his own party. Where like as a player, you have to do it because
Yeah.
Hmm.
or else
Or
Or
else you
else
I
die.
you'll
don't know,
die.
So hit or get hit.
or else you'll die.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of thankful I got hit by Aster in a sense. So I have kind of
You
like
have to
a
fight.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Dude,
that makes sense.
that was hard.
yeah,
It
It was
because
hard
like
to like choose
I
what to
didn't
do.
bonk Hayden either. Like I just used spells that I thought could like move him away from me. But like he was rolling well that night, so they didn't work. Also, radiant
So
damage. He's an Asimar. It doesn't
he
damage him that
he rolled
much.
well. He should have rolled well in the what was that save you guys had to do?
Oh yeah,
If he
to
was
see if
rolling
they
well, he
got
should have rolled well
mind
there.
controlled or not. Yeah, he rolled
God.
ass there.
so
I
I
mean,
was
Dude,
it
like
makes sense in
the
the
only one
story,
who
I
was
guess.
about to like
Like the story turned out really nice because I was distressed as hell just watching it, but
Hmm.
it turned out really
imagine if
nice.
like everyone saved
Yeah,
except the
just be him.
king.
Be
Oh,
him,
then
and you
we're
guys
all
have to
gonna
beat
fight the
him up.
king.
We're
why
all
are you
just gonna
acting
gang up on
so
the king.
stupid right now?
We're
Stop
all just gonna
it.
gang up on the king. Like, hey, you're being real stupid
Stop
right
it,
now.
punk. Like, Hayden just needs to, and then he's out.
But oh my god, I feel like this is gonna take a toll on Spade in terms of
Oh.
how we're gonna go forward because nobody else knows it. Like,
Hmm.
but Spade's seen it happen.
You've seen your
So
bestie
like,
die.
You
Yeah,
saw
and
your
that's gonna
bestie
hurt.
die.
That's gotta hurt.
no, no,
This
I'm
is
not
your
doing this right
new
now.
fish called pig. This is the new fish called pig.
Yeah.
You
Besties.
bestie.
God, I wish Fish Called Pig was like still
A thing.
existing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It helps to be a bit more open with the party. Um,
So
I
are we
think I
gonna
was
talk
talking
about that
to
dream?
what dream? I was talking
Oh,
to
we're not gonna talk
The
about the
dream did not
dream.
happen.
Dream. I don't know if you bring it up during the campaign. She might say something. She might not. But like, I was talking to Zeb. Um, again before the session started, and he
Mm.
said ever since Spade came back in the forest, she felt more human
Hmm.
than before. And I was just like, oh, damn. Yeah. Nice me. Way to go. But yeah, I feel like she's trying to pass a few hurdles right
Mm.
now. And she needs someone to lean to, and Victor's not there. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
we're besties.
Oh yeah, leaning on someone that you trust is definitely not a bestie thing.
You can trust a lot
That's
of
not
people.
that's not
I
what
trust you,
best friends
JC.
do. That's
I
not what
trust I
best
trust
friends do.
I trust Roy. He's not my best friend.
Kasi blood is thicker than water, pre.
Oh, can you
Let's
spell it out?
go.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's you could trust a lot of people. They don't have to necessarily be your best friends.
Yeah, no. When you're in times of distress and you're looking for someone to lean on, and like that someone is
Sounds
also
like a
some
YA
the
novel.
first one you trust. Yeah, of
Okay, Chi,
course,
let's move on,
definitely.
please. Let's move on.
Not best
Wait, no, I
friends.
think JC finish.
Totally not best friends. First person you trusted in a group? Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Please.
We were talking. Oh,
I
I
do
go
have a question. I have a question.
in. Okay.
What's the whole deal with Spade? You don't have to say if it's gonna spoil anything, but like the whole deal of Spade being known by the two kings, that was new.
That's a spoiler.
Oh
That's a
yeah, definitely
spoiler.
a spoiler. But like I mm,
Mhm.
was that something that you guys talked about, you and Zep, beforehand? Ah, I see.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I
why.
approached him after I think it was during the winter break.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I was just like, "Yo, I have a character question for you," and we kind of did like, character session. I think we were on the server, and I was just like, "Yo, I just need a minute,"
Mm.
or stuff like that. But yeah, I do have to constantly update my own backstory sheet.
Mhm.
Um, just because, Space's been traveling for like more than 20 years, let's say.
Sure, more than
So
20. Sure. Sure, more than 20. Sure.
That's like asking
what?
someone who's like 400 years old. How old are you? Older
At
than
least
two.
20.
Yeah,
At
I
least
think
Technically,
I
20.
lost
yeah.
count after 20. I'm not sure. Like,
I
Like
mean, canonically, Spade is
we
21.
are we are talking with elven kings who are
Oh
like
yeah, Elvin.
200 plus each, 200 plus years old, and they know you and you say, oh, at least 20 years.
Know
Wait,
you
no,
when they
but
were
no.
young.
Aloise is 200 plus.
You
So
don't
how
know,
can the
and you
kings be
didn't know
200?
Alois, but you knew
I
the
don't know
the
Aloise.
kings when they were young. So like you are definitely more than just 21, dude.
Spade is canonically 21 years old.
Who has
Yeah,
been
And
yeah.
he's
traveling for 20 years, which
yeah.
means you've
So
been
like
traveling since you were 1 years old.
but to
Are
be fair,
you kidding
alters
me?
don't age. Yeah,
hmm?
the alter as an alter, you shouldn't age. Yeah,
Hmm?
as a,
Fifth
as
Amendment. Fifth Amendment. that's
Only the
that's
fifth.
Like
Ace's Fifth Amendment face.
a sorry.
yeah, I played the fifth. Don't worry. I feel like you guys are gonna when the time is right, you guys are gonna like fully understand what's happening.
Uh,
And
yeah.
me and Zep have been brewing this
Oh
for a
god, I
year
had a brain
almost.
blast right
And I have
now.
served as, and my DMs have served as a freedom wall for Ace.
God, I had a brain
Yeah.
blast right now. What if Spade is Prophet's axolotl?
Prophet
Axolotl? Your real name is Axolotl? I can't
Holy
believe it.
Brain blast.
Oh,
I
no.
mean, we
Oh,
don't know.
How do you guys feel about like the arc being centered on you guys now? Because like the game
it's
before that
alright.
we had it, right, was centered on Hayden and Mirren. And now it's centered on the Dowerites. How does that feel?
I'm waiting for wind chimes this moment.
Oh,
Because like
same.
I'm scared.
ever since the
I'm
start of the
scared.
campaign, Zep has been hinting here and there. I feel like
Yeah.
it's more
Mm-mm.
prominent now. But I am scared as well. If you guys heard the pain and the shaky voice I had during the session, that was real.
You were
I
so
was freaked
angry.
out.
You
I
were so angry.
Yeah, cause like the king was like stupid. Vaughn is stupid. So like, get your shit together. You're supposed to be ruling a kingdom.
He is not a very good king.
So like to
It's
have
true.
He's
purposely
doing
led
his
us
best.
there,
He's
to have
doing his
purposely
best,
led us
but
there,
it's not
knowing that the
enough.
emissary was there, like that's just a fucked up thing to do, right?
Mm, yeah.
If people like caught wind, like if if we died and people caught wind of that happening and like they dug through it, his reputation would be tarnished, like worse than before. So like he's a stupid king.
I mean, the brother that you guys just met, I know the name. F.
Lauren. Frederick
Frederick
Lauren.
Lauren.
Yes, Mr. F. Lauren, Mr. Floren.
Mr. Floren.
So,
You okay, Ace?
Sorry, I was just looking at.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
he
Yeah.
seems more competent as a
Yeah.
king.
Definitely. Look at his kingdom. It's like
Thriving.
better.
Yeah. In Zep's
Yeah.
words, business terms.
Economy and
Economy,
finance.
finance, you know?
Business terms.
Words. Don't you hate when you
So
don't
like
know the word money because you're not in business?
So he definitely has his shit together better than Vaughn.
And it makes sense because he's older,
yeah.
yeah?
Yeah.
Vaughn's the
Vaughn is
youngest.
the youngest.
I think Vaughn is the
How
youngest. He's
old?
the second one.
How old are
How
How
they?
old
old?
we
That's the
don't know.
question.
How old? Neither do I know.
I just
Sure,
know they
sure.
have Sure, sure.
Sure. Sure. How
Okay,
fast were
Prophet
you going? At
Axolotl.
least 20.
At least 20.
Like a cop stops you. Excuse me, do you know how fast you were going? And you say at least 20.
Hmm.
At least 20. Oh god.
Yeah. I'm 21, guys.
Uh-huh.
And Nick is
'You've
21.
been
14.
traveling since you were one. All
Nick's
right.
been traveling since he was -6.
Zero. Since he was -6.
No. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to see where Spade and Nick and just this entire the PhD that you earned in making this character. I can't
Yeah.
wait to see it slowly just unravel because it's gonna be a beautiful story, I think. And
God,
also
I haven't even
Also,
asked you about Draven.
I have
In
no clue
game, I
either.
mean.
jog my memory, who's Draven?
Oh, the guy
He's the
who
alchemist.
the alchemist with the
This was
Ah.
manticores.
before the stream.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
So before the
Yeah, the
stream,
whole Spade
there was
thing.
this side quest that they had to do before ending up in Stormspire, which involved someone
Cause
named Draven.
yeah, cause I went missing. Um, Turned out dead. Technically, I died, and then in the process, while the party was looking for Spade, they came across an alchemist called Draven, a Doctor Draven. So, um, I don't know the details about that because I wasn't there for the whole thing.
Mm.
But apparently, what happened afterwards was as soon as I defeated Draven, I appeared. He
Yeah.
turned into
So
me.
like, what's up with that, bro?
I
Does
You
don't know
know what?
either.
We haven't asked.
We haven't asked. It's
That is
our fault.
true.
In game, I haven't even remembered to
But
ask this.
the
Zep has
Oh
a
spidey
god.
question on chat.
What do you think about the eldest? I mean,
Speculations about the next part. Then
well, it will have to revolve around the eldest, so it is kind of more or less the same question, yeah. Or if you guys are have suspicions about the Crimson Dawn as well, but I don't know. For me, as like an outsider, it's this used to be one kingdom, yeah. Why,
Yeah.
if this is the eldest and he's supposed to hold legitimacy as the eldest, why did it get fractured to begin with? What's up with him?
I mean, their dad died, right?
Their dad died.
Yeah.
Like the night he announced his rightful heir.
Yeah. Was it what? Who did they ever say? Did Grism ever say who killed the dad?
No, I don't think so. But also, I
no,
have sworn to
didn't
secrecy not to say anything else. Other than
He's probably going haha David right now.
other than I feel like from as soon as we leave Lauren, things are gonna get tougher. I feel like.
Mm. I think you guys should, if you guys want to have that heart to heart, it'll probably have to be either in the city that you guys are in now, on the way to wherever you guys are going next. Either one of those two, because it's gonna get more dangerous, I think. Especially once the whole Crimson Dawn thing comes in, if they're as dangerous as the NBC say, which they probably are.
Yeah. I don't like the sound of Crimson Dawn.
I think like last week I suddenly remembered where I've heard Crimson Dawn aside from here. Because apparently with Zep's great extravagant creativity,
Is
he
it
named
from another?
he named a crime, he named like this war band Crimson Dawn, which also is in another series that I like to name Star Wars. Crimson Dawn is a crime syndicate run by Darth Maul.
Is it
There you
actually
go.
okay? I take it back. It's cool.
No.
Hey
Sorry.
yo!
Favorite Sith Lord.
Yeah, I
But
mean, I just hope no
just
one dies. As an outsider,
We'll see
I
about
can't
We're gonna
that.
have to fight a
We're gonna fight Darth
two-bladed
Maul. Yeah,
man.
we're gonna fight
I'm
Darth
very,
Maul.
I'm very. I
Is he
mean,
like
yes.
chopped up already, or like?
No, he was already chopped up. That's during the transition to the Empire. But
Oh,
before
so
he
he has
gets
like the mechanical legs now.
no, not the spider legs. He gets like proper legs. The Clone Wars. So season 7 of Clone Wars, he gets like proper
Okay.
robot legs.
But the
But
spider
I
leg
like
sounds
how I
cooler.
was running it as a joke. and it became a serious
actually an answer.
conversation.
But it is cool though. It is like, who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe Koya Zep's planning something. Probably is.
Something of the sort. He takes a lot of inspiration from things that he watches.
no, that would
Yeah,
have that would
media
have been like too
consumes.
much of an inspiration, man.
No. Our first session was greatly inspired by the first episode of Castlevania. So like
alright. Dude.
with like the vengeful spirit.
Wait,
We're
what's
being
the
gonna be
name? What's
fighting
the
a
name
man
of
with
the
two
lady.
blades.
What's the name of the Crimson Dawn dude again?
Vayne.
I think it's Bane.
Vane. Okay. Yeah.
As in, or
We don't know how to
Vanity
spell
or
Bane.
or Bane with a V. I'm spelling it Bane with a V.
Vain.
Bane with a V. Okay. Bane but a verge. Anyway. Uh
Zep is awfully quiet in the chat right
Yeah,
now.
Yeah, this
Chris
is
went
awfully
awfully
quiet.
quiet. I'm worried because, like, maybe he's just watching another show. Who knows? Or he's going behind his chair. Well, no one can hear him going, haha, debil. With the, yeah, debil.
Debil.
And, like, this motion. I mean, I'm sure. Was it him that came up with the idea to this for the show to begin with? Because I think this is just him. He wants to watch us theorize and squirm.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
haha, Devil. He
Yep.
just wants to like
He came
stroke
up
his
with this.
ego some more. Like,
Oh
haha,
no.
Came up
Devil.
with this entire show just so that he can see everyone's theories and lay them all out. Get ideas from us. Who
Yeah.
knows? Let's just hope the horse isn't dead.
Apparently, he went to the bathroom.
Okay, so we don't tell him about the whole Crimson Dawn
Okay.
thing because he'll
Okay.
have an idea. Haha, Devil, it's my time now. Haha, Devil.
The players are hiding things. Oh god. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Koyazef has something up his sleeve, even if it's not aligned to what we were theorizing. Something very scary up his sleeve still.
Um, I do remember Zep showing us a drawing of the siblings, of the Larenthal siblings, the past and the present Larenthal siblings, and then when he zoomed in on the eldest brother, he was like, "Look at this guy. He's such uh I forgot the exact words, but like he's such an asshole or something." So I have a feeling that the eldest is gonna be like
An
just
asshole.
a jerk. Yeah, just a jerk. Just a regular jerk.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
that would be
like,
a good reason, right, to divide the kingdom. Like if the people think the younger two brothers are more suited to lead,
mm.
that could be a reason why they got along.
Also, they never said who was the chosen guy, the chosen sibling. They
The
never
chosen
said. What
sibling.
if it wasn't this? What if it wasn't the eldest?
Didn't
What if it was Vaughn?
they say he saw two heirs? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, so
Frederick was
that's
the one that
the
he didn't
eldest and
say
Vaughn.
because Frederick
Frederick was
was,
not.
yeah. So
So could have been Vaughn, and that could have, and but he
but
got framed and like.
Wait.
Well, why would he kill the king if he was the chosen heir?
I don't know. I think there's a layer to this that you need to see what the other king is like first, or like what his
Hmm.
motivations might be. Although if he is an asshole, it'll be harder to pry out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, we can ask Eloise more about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Alois has some knowledge about, but Alois doesn't know much about anything past the siblings because after they pass the crown on to like
Right.
sibling's dad, he doesn't know
Okay.
anything past that because that's when he disappeared. Yeah, because
Because I was thinking, yeah, okay. I kind of used Eloise and Mick synonymously.
okay, maybe
Because
Mick
I for
knows
sure Mick
something.
knows.
Who
For
knows?
sure Mick
Maybe there's something that Mick doesn't know either. We're actually not
knows.
too sure. I'm sure Kuya is up still hiding so much things from them.
Haha, Devil.
Haha, debil. With his little finger
Debil.
touching. Yeah, God, it's already 11. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, does anybody have any like follow-up questions? It's mostly just speculation now. We can only hope you guys don't die in the next sessions to come.
I hope we don't fight each other again. Because I mean we've been fighting each other for
On each
like
other again
now
twice now?
literally, not
It
just
comes to a full
arguing.
circle, Zep being like, oh, there's already too much
Too much
infighting.
infighting.
And now he's
And now
like,
it's
making
like
you
literally
guys
fighting.
fight. Yo, but like, who knows? Maybe he's got some plan. And arguably, fighting each other did make you guys get closer. I shouldn't have said that. No,
Yeah.
he's gonna make you guys fight each other more.
In a
Ah,
way, yes, and
devil.
in a way, no. Because I feel like if it was just a lot of like, fighting and everything,
Mm.
there wouldn't be much to say.
Mm.
My mind is banking. But it it happened, I guess, because it happened in a vision. So I had to warn them one
Mm.
point or another.
That yeah, I think the act of warning them made you guys closer than the actual vision of the infighting. Although it did make Spade say that they trusted Mirren, so
Yeah.
in Mirren's eyes, everyone becomes closer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember like JC, if it's okay for me to say this, stop me at any point.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go
During the
ahead.
first few sessions, or like the solo sessions, I was so hostile towards Amirin. Spade was
You
so hostile
were.
towards Mirin.
Dude, Spade
So
was
that it
hostile
came
to
to
everyone.
it came to a point where JC was like, "Oh my god, is Ace mad at me?" Like,
Yeah, I was like, why is she so hostile to Mirren? Is there something wrong?
I
Dude, Spade
actually
was
kind
hostile to
of
everyone. Spade was
I
like,
kind of
who's
thought
this
the same
bird?
thing. I was like worried that um like yeah, I got worried that Spade just or like Ace just didn't like Mirren. And I was like, oh no, what's happening? Oh no. But I mean,
yeah, and
it's
I had
working
to do
out.
the yeah.
They're getting closer, and it like I think
Yeah.
through Mirren, how do I say this? Spade's gonna learn to trust the rest of the party as well. I think.
Mirren is
See about that.
persevering. Mirren will bring down those walls, dude. This is enemies to best friends slow burn. This is gonna
Yeah,
happen.
a lot of it I think it's because Mirren has the motivation to do that, Like she would
Yeah.
Mm,
proactively take a step closer to Spade
yeah.
as compared
Mm.
to the rest of the party. It usually doesn't.
Yeah.
So
And
it's got a
honestly,
lot
when Spade
to
came
grow.
back, there was a feeling of relief for Mirren. Like, not that she didn't care for
Yeah.
Nick. She cares for Nick, but like when Spade came back, it's like, oh, okay. Like
Mm,
it's we're normal again or something. Because things haven't been normal for a while.
that's true. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. And I'm sure once you guys have that wonderful heart to heart, that will totally happen. You guys will be able to catch up some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's
Yeah.
hoping, and here's hoping that the rest of the party also becomes closer because I want to see how some of the dynamics build up. But for now, it is already 11, so I think it's time that we end today's stream, today's episode of Ask Azaria.
Yes.
So
Grammar
thank
is
you.
poopy.
It's okay. Thank you, everyone, for watching, for stopping by, for chatting, and thank you for
Yeah.
to our lovely guests. If you guys would like to introduce, I'll introduce myself first. I am Chi. I am Cup Nerdles on Twitter and Instagram. Since at the JC is right next to me. Go.
I'm JC. My handle is JCSFLO. Oh.
Uh,
Huh? Oh,
yeah,
oh god, wait. Yeah, so I'm Roy.
and then yes,
Ace. In the process
yeah.
of rebranding. I have no
Hey,
social
Oh yeah.
medias.
hey. So yes, hope everyone enjoyed. And we will see you guys once the next stream this Sunday for the
This
next session of
Sunday.
Azaria. And next
Mm-hmm.
Back to
Sunday we'll
regular
start.
streams. Let's
Yeah.
go.
So since this is the first Ask Azaria of the new year, Happy New Year everyone and bye bye.
Bye.
New Year.